And I will kick things off. Manny, we've talked a lot in recent weeks about how successful the forecheck has been. And tonight it looked like, at least for three of the goals, it was a direct result of the forecheck pressure you guys created.
Yeah, no, again, that's been really good for us so far this year. Again, that's what part of our identity of our hockey clubs. We want to get after the opposition as much as possible, and turn pucks over, and then from that we want to attack as quick as possible. So, no, pretty pleased with tonight again.
We'll go to Patrick Williams, NHL.com. Go ahead, Patrick.
Yes, hi, Manny. You are third in the league in goals in the second period. You had three more tonight, plus 10 goal differential in the second period. Is there anything that you can attribute why you've had such strong second periods this year?
No, really good question, Patrick. Really, there's nothing that for us that we could pinpoint why we've had pretty good second periods. I think it's one of those things for us is that we just love to stay with our game as far as how we play, and stay dialed into our systems and stuff like that. And we believe if we stick to our systems and what we're supposed to be doing, we're going to create offense from it. But to give you a real concrete answer for that, I don't have one.
Again, to ask a question for Manny, use the raise hand function at the bottom of your screen. The Patrick Brown goal, the deflection of the Jimmy Schultz shot. Again, how important has it been for you guys just to get shots through, especially against a goaltender like Werner, who hadn't seen a lot of game action lately?
No, really important. So that's one thing also too, is that you can have ozone time, but if you don't have net presence, these goaltenders in this league and especially National Hockey League are so good. So we've got to have net presence to take away some sort of the view from the goaltender. So, really good job from our defensemen to get pucks through. If we can't get it past that first layer, that we want to get past that first layer, we can't get it on net. We want to get it deep anyhow. But with guys in front, any shot on net is always a dangerous shot.
We'll go back to Patrick Williams, NHL.com. Go ahead, Patrick.
Yes. What sort of growth have you seen early on here from Jimmy Schultz with his game?
Very happy with Jimmy. Like, his defensive play has been outstanding. We're working on with him as far as making a really good first pass. That first pass that he sees that he's make it tape to tape, and usually 9 times out of 10, that's the best option for a defenseman here. But also lately, we've talked to Jimmy and challenged him. He could be a lot heavier in his game, more physical. He's a strong young man, and he's hard to beat one-on-one. And he comes out of the corners like in our own zone with the puck quite a bit too. So really, really pleased with his development.
Manny, looking at especially Colorado without Jason Megna tonight, you knew that there was going to be a lot more put on maybe the likes of TJ Tynan. You guys do such a good job of challenging zone entries and keeping guys like that from picking up speed. Is that something that's focused on?
Yeah, no, certainly. That was something we felt in the first period, again, that they had come at us. And they got some players on that team that could really move through the neutral zone if you give them free space. And I thought in the second period, we really locked it down as far as breaking the route, so to speak, not to pick up speed. And we had 5 guys back all the time to help our defensemen out. So that's really, against teams that skate well like that, Colorado and San Diego's, you have to get in their way and defend by numbers, because some of those kids that they can break coverage through 1 or 2 guys. They've got to make sure we have good layers.
We'll go to Stephen Marsh, Ice Time Hockey Southwest. Go ahead, Stephen.
Yeah, Manny, again, congratulations on the win. When you guys are up like you were in the third period tonight, 4-1, knowing there's another game on Monday, you obviously want to keep pressure on the whole game, but is there a point where you kind of save the energy a little bit? You have a day in between, but you still got to play Monday, and you guys are up there in the altitude. Is there a point in that where you kind of save the energy, or do you always want to push forward?
No, not at all. You never ever want to let up at all in any game whatsoever. That's why we try to utilize our 6 defensemen and our 4 lines. And our ice time, if you look throughout our roster throughout these 2 games we played, there is pretty evenly spread here. So we're fortunate enough that we have 4 lines that can play regularly at all times in most situations. And we try to use our bench as much as possible. And I think more than anything, anytime if you ever let up in any situations, that's when I can get back and really, kick in the butt, so to speak. So, no, we don't, not by any means. But we're certainly, you play the score. If you're up 4-1, you certainly don't want to take as many offensive chances if you had to, unless you're behind the game or the game's close like that. So, we certainly don't have to be full aggressive in a lot of situations, but we try to manage the clock as much as possible.
Manny, last question, perhaps a little bit under the radar. Zach Hayes through 11 games is a plus 11 as an undrafted rookie defenseman. How much is that plus 11 a reflection of his play so far?
It's been outstanding. Quite a real pleasant surprise. I've seen Zach in junior hockey for a couple of years, and I've watched him play many times. And he's a really good defenseman. I wouldn't want to say to him that he's a stay-at-home defenseman. Zach can get up the ice, but that's certainly his strength. Though he's a guy that from the blue line in, he's very hard to play against, and he doesn't lose a one-on-one battle very often. Very good, very strong on man. He reads the plays as they develop here. So very pleased, and the only way I'm surprised is at this level, at a young age, as a defenseman at this level, he's doing so well.
We'll leave it there, Coach. Thanks for your time. Congratulations on the win, and enjoy the off day tomorrow.
Thanks, guys.